Right, so someone sent me this meme the other day, and honestly, fair play. You know, it's a skeleton sitting there, it's waiting for the bent fescue grass to thicken up. And it got me thinking, is this bent fescue feeding and cutting stuff all voodoo? Is it voodoo mama juju? Can you really just feed and cut your lawn and end up with a boss one? Or have I been chatting absolute nonsense all year? Well, let's talk about it. The way I see it, good lawn care is not really about doing 50 different jobs. For most people, it comes down to just two things: cutting and feeding. If I had to break it down, and these numbers are not scientific at all, they're just how I sort of think about it, I'd say that cutting your lawn does around about 50% of the work. Cutting is basically pruning. And when you prune a plant in the garden, what happens? You encourage more growth. And grass is no different. If the only thing you ever did was cut your lawn regularly, you'd probably still end up with a half decent lawn, hence the 50% rule. Because every cut is telling the grass plants to keep growing. And then that's where feeding comes into play. Feeding probably does another 40% of the work. Feed gives the grass the energy to grow. The more it grows, the more you can cut it. And then the more you cut it, the more you encourage it to thicken. So feeding and cutting work together. Feed speeds things up. Cutting shapes the growth. And when you've got bent fescue in the lawn, that matters because those grasses can spread and knit together. You're not just trying to grow taller grass, you're trying to build density. It's like laurels. I've got some in my back garden. If I just let them grow upwards, they'll get tall and leggy. But if I trim the tops, they'll start pushing out sideways and thickening up. And that's what we're trying to encourage in a lawn. Not just height, density. Now, this is where people sometimes get annoyed because not every lawn behaves in the same way. If you've got a ryegrass heavy lawn, then ryegrass is one seed. It's a one plant situation. It doesn't spread and knit together in the same way as bent grasses and fescues. So if you've got gaps in a ryegrass lawn, feeding and cutting will make the existing grasses healthier, but it won't magically create brand new ryegrass plants in all the bare areas. And that's where overseeding and renovation comes into play. And that's not a bad thing. Ryegrass isn't wrong. It's strong, it's hard wearing, it looks good, and loads of people love it, but it usually asks a bit more from you. Then you've got the other jobs: scarifying, aerating, watering, top dressing, overseeding, all that stuff. Do they help? Well, yeah, they can. But this is where the law of diminishing returns kicks in. Cutting and feeding might get you 90% of the way there. Scarifying might give you another 5%, watering another couple percent, aeration, again, a bit more depending on the soil that you have. But for most normal people who just want a lawn that looks boss all year round, those extra jobs are not always essential. They're just polish. They're not the foundation. The foundation is regular cutting and sensible feeding. It's a bit like making toast, and bear with me on this one. You can go out, chop wood, build a fire, get it burning nicely, put bread over the top, toast it, eat it, then clean everything up afterwards. Or you can put bread in a toaster. Both make toast. One just takes a lot more effort. And some people enjoy that effort. Some people love the process. They love the tools, they love the products, the renovations, and that's completely fine. But most people are not mad into lawn care. They just want a lawn that looks good without it taking over the life. And that's why I bang on so much about bent grasses and fescues. Because if you do the renovation once, get the right grasses in, then from there it can become really simple. Literally just feeding it, cutting it, keeping it moving. But that's not me saying it's magic. That's me saying choose the grass that matches the kind of lawn care that you actually want to do. If you want 10,000 tools and 10,000 products, I might not be your guy. But if you want to keep lawn care simple, get it right once, and then just keep maintaining it without starting over again every single year. This is exactly why I keep saying just feed and cut. I'm partway through posting a renovation series at the moment where I'm taking an old tired lawn and renovating it into a bent fescue one, and once it is complete, it'll just be a case of feed and cut. And if you want to follow along with that process yourself, then check out the videos on my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Finally, thanks for watching.